Yes, everyone. So, welcome again. And today we're trying some Costa Rican fruits, and we're trying this one, and this one. So this one right here is not a fruit that is indigenous only to Costa Rica. It's in you can find it in other Latin American countries. You can also find it in Miami, but just because there's a lot of Latin American people living in Miami, maybe. It grows in Cuba as well. I know that because when I went to Miami recently, I saw this fruit and spoke to a Cuban, and he told me that. So it's called a zapote. That's what they call it in Costa Rica, a zapote. And then this is called a peibaye, P-E-J-I-B-A-Y-E, peibaye. When I saw it initially, I thought it was a persimmon, but when I tried it, it's actually not a persimmon. I'll tell you what it tastes like in a minute. And then this is just a common plum. Now, I know in the United States when people hear plum, this is not the fruit that they think about, but we're gonna try it and let you know what it tastes like. And so I've cut off a piece. Sweet fruit, chunky. It's like a mixture of the papaya and naseberry. I don't know how many of you know what a naseberry is, but it's actually a smaller version of this fruit, but the consistency is different. This has the consistency of a papaya. So think they can slice and dice a papaya. That's what the consistency of this is. But it's sweet, you know, not bad. So then we're gonna try the peibaye. Look at the consistency of this fruit before I tell you what it tastes like. Look at it. Very dry on the inside. This is, I guess, one of the most different tasting fruit I've ever eaten, because this actually tastes like boiled sweet potato without the sweetness in it. So think of a boiled sweet potato, right? But not boiled to the point where it's mushy. Boiled where it's just about just cooked. It's just cooked through and through. But it's not like all the way mushy and all of that. That's what this is, without the sweetness. This actually doesn't even taste like a fruit. If somebody was to heat this up and told me to bite into it, I would think it was a potato, a boiled potato. Come to think of it, maybe I should buy some more, crush it out, make some quote-unquote mashed peibaye and sell it. Maybe I'll become, invent something new. Finally, the plum. I used to have this plum tree in my yard when I was younger. At home, Kingston, Jamaica. We used to just climb the tree and pick these plums. So I'm pretty familiar with it. Consistencies that of let's see if I can think of a fruit. I can't really think of a fruit that it's like. It's onto itself. So what you do is kind of eat the outside, and the seed is left. So of course in Jamaica, we'll pretty much try and eat it until all the meat is gone off the seed. And then that would be it. Yes, my beautiful peeps, Jamaican youth, here back with you with another top shelf video. But today we're tasting some more Costa Rican fruit, and we're gonna try this fruit, this spiky fruit, kind of an exotic fruit, and then this one, you know, not too exotic to me, but might be a little exotic to some people. This is called a Rambutan. Yeah, see there, it's a spiky fruit. You kind of open it like that. That is how it looks before it is opened. This is what it looks like when it's opened. You know, it's called a Rambutan. So how do you eat it? Take it out like that, and you have that. So you kind of eat the meat off the seed like this. And I guess when it's done, you discard the seed. Pretty simple. Here's another one. So I cut it open like that. Take it out. And then it reminds me kind of like a guinea. For those of you who know what a guinea is. Sweet, but not too sweet. It's like sweet with a mild tartness in it. What I mean by mild tartness is slightly sour, ever so slightly, not very much. I'm gonna try this fruit. It's called the Otaheite Apple. At least that's what I know it as. So it's an apple. I grew up eating this fruit in Jamaica, but I've also seen this fruit in Colombia as well. So that was when I found out it's not indigenous only to Jamaica. So that's what the inside looks like. No, the thing about the Otaheite apple is that you see how red it is on the outside. The darker the red is the sweeter the juice, or the sweeter the apple. You ever heard the saying, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice? The blacker the apple, the sweeter it is. This one is not too sweet, you know, but it's a nice fruit. I've never seen anyone made apple juice before. Anyone has ever, for those of you who have ever eaten this fruit, have you ever had apple juice before? Otaheite apple juice? If you're Jamaican, you should try this. Good fruit though. Bring back memories. Here's the seed. So yeah, I'm on the street side here in Puerto Limon, Costa Rica. Sorry, not Puerto Limon, Puerto Viejo in Limon, Costa Rica. And you see all the happenings going on. I'm gonna try these two fruits. This is called the Zapote Colombiana. Just bought this. You probably will see me talk about this fruit, or not talk about it, but when I was buying this fruit in one of my videos, in one of my other videos, but I've never seen this before, so this is completely new to me. Never tried it, but I was told it's really good. You have to crack it open and look on the inside. And then this one, never had this before, but it kind of reminds me of the sweet sap, so I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna put you guys right here on my car. I'm gonna try it. They said this is already mushy, so it might not be that good. Seeds, I'm guessing
It kind of tastes like a sweet sap or a sugar apple, but I think this one is not too good. It tastes like a sugar apple sweet sap, but it's a little bit more tart. So it's an underlying sourness to it. It's not too bad. It's a little mushy. The meat falls off the seeds a little bit easier. Lots of cars passing. Actually, it's not too bad. That reminds me of the sugar apple. Here's a good comparison. It's a cross between a sweet sap and a sour sap. That's a good comparison. But I'm guessing it's like a cousin fruit, because look, the skin is a little different from the sour sap and the sweet sap. The sour sap doesn't get yellow. You know, the sour sap does, or the sweet sap, it doesn't get yellow. So I know this is a different fruit. I'm gonna try this. Look at the inside already. It's orange, so I'm gonna crack it open and then eat it. Give me a second. So I just cracked it open. Look at that. I've never had this before. Zapote Colombiana, or Zapote Colombiana. It's not bad. So first of all, it's a sweet fruit. The texture is like that of a mango. However, it dissolves in your mouth pretty quickly. Sweet. And there is the seed. So I dig it out. It's pretty good. So it dissolves. It has a texture of a mango, but it dissolves pretty quickly. Sweet. The flavor is unique, so I can't compare it to any other fruit. But it's pretty damn good. It is pretty good. You notice how much I'm sweating today? Sorry. Today is a very humid day in Puerto Limon. I keep saying Puerto Limon, it's Puerto Viejo. I'm on the street side, so people are walking by looking at me. It's weird. But guess what? I don't care. So I'm gonna finish eating it. So if you ever come to Costa Rica in general, but Puerto Viejo more specific, you have to try the Zapote Colombiana. It is very good. For a fruit that I've eaten for the first time, It definitely hits the spot.
Yes, everybody, so we're testing out some more Costa Rican fruit, and this time we have this fruit. It's called a June plum, and it's actually called a June plum in Costa Rica as well. The reason why I'm saying it's also called a June plum is because this fruit actually also exists in Jamaica, and we call it a June plum as well. So there is this, and there is we call this the cocoa, but cacao is what they call it in the United States. It's spelled C-O-C-O-A or C-A-O, I think. Cacao, cocoa. So these are the fruits. So how do you prepare this? The first thing you do is you wash it. And in Jamaica we peel it. So this is a ripened June plum. I bought some more earlier. That is from Limon or Puerto Viejo in Limon, Costa Rica. And trust me, if you ever visit Costa Rica, you have to visit Limon. You have to visit Limon. You have to visit Puerto Viejo, which is where I bought both these fruits. Very good fresh fruits out there. It's on the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica, and you know, nice touristy town out there in Puerto Viejo, and just a different side of Costa Rica. I'm telling you, it's awesome. So anyway, here is the June plum. We peel it, and now we're gonna try it. It's really a sour fruit, but because you can eat this fruit when it's ripened or when it's not ripe, when it's green. When it's green, it's a little bit more tart, it's a little bit more sour. But because it's ripened, it's a little bit sweeter, but it's a sweet sour. You know what I mean? Or better yet, a sourish sweet. That's really what it is. Of course, I'm familiar with this fruit, so my palate is used to it. It's a really nice fruit. I love the fruit. That's the seed right there, the June plum seed. It brings back childhood memories, this fruit here. Nothing like a good June plum seed. We're gonna look at the cacao. And for those of you who have eaten chocolate before, like the chocolate that you buy in the store, whether it be Kit Kat or what else, Snickers, this is the fruit that it comes from. This is what eventually becomes Snickers. Now, of course, they've added some more ingredients to it, but that seed is dried and becomes what we know as six. No, you can see it there. That's the fruit. So what you do is take the seeds off. And essentially, what you're doing is eating off or sucking off the meat from the seed. But if you want, you can use the side to put the rest of the seed. So this is the cacao fruit. You know, I tried to go to the cacao factory today
in Puerto Viejo, but they were closed. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic. More than likely it is. But it's sweet. And what happens, obviously, to make the cocoa, people don't eat it like this. Or to make the chocolate, I should say, people don't eat it like this. You just pull it out, put it on put it in the sun to dry. And then when it's dried enough, they come and they grind up the beans, the seed, and make chocolate from it. Get it into a nice paste, make chocolate from it. I'm sorry I wasn't able to go to the chocolate factory today, but it is what it is. Cocoa or cacao was a fruit that was grown a lot in Limon, Costa Rica. It was grown by the blacks in Limon. However, a lot of that land has now been taken over by banana. Chiquita banana. Have you ever eaten a Chiquita banana before? More than likely you have. It's one of the most popular banana companies in the Americas. So, if you have gone to the supermarket and bought bananas, you've likely eaten a Chiquita banana. Hello again, everybody. Another food testing here in Costa Rica, and today we're doing this fruit. This fruit is a Zapote. We have tried the Zapote Colombiana. Now we have tried another fruit that looks like this, and I call it the Mamey, but that one wasn't the Mamey. This is the actual Mamey. So I'm going to get into it. So as you can see, this one is different. You know what I mean? It's not as chunky. This is what I was talking about. This Mamey is different from the one that I ate earlier. This one is kind of like an anisberry. Slightly different. Not as chunky as the one before. And I'll show you in this right here what it used to look like. Or what I thought it was. But this is the fruit I'm talking about. Now this tastes like an anisberry. I guess sometimes it's a little bit juicier. But this time around it's not. And here is that seed. Kind of looks the same way, but the consistency is different. Sweet, kind of the consistency of a boiled sweet potato. Kind of tastes somewhat of an anisberry, but just not juicy like an anisberry.